Winter does not arrive in the northern
traverse,
mountains
the
with
struggle for
noise.
survival
It
remains
arrives in
constant
silence.
against the backdrop
Snow
of this
blankets
icy
the pine
wilderness.
forest, layer upon layer of white pressing down, as if trying to erase every trace of life. The eastern wind cuts through the valleys, carrying a cold sharp enough to numb flesh and drain strength from any creature unprepared for it. In this unforgiving world, only those strong enough, patient enough, can survive. Across the deep snow, a hunting dog appears. Its thick, dark brown fur is dusted with ice crystals. Each breath escapes as pale vapor into the frozen air. Every step sinks deep into the snow, leaving tracks that the wind quickly erases. It is not wandering, it is searching. Its nose stays low to the ground, ears alert, dark eyes fixed on the endless white ahead. For generations, hunting dogs have been shaped by instinct for one purpose alone, to follow a trail through chaos. And today, something is wrong. A strange scent drifts through the cold air, feathers, a faint trace of blood, and fear. High above, the eastern wind howls louder. Against the heavy gray sky, a mother hawk struggles inside the storm. Her wide wings, born to command the air, are torn apart by violent gusts. Each time she tries to beat them, the wind throws her backward, twisting her body off balance. She is not hunting, she is trying to return. Somewhere below, on a high branch tangled with sharp thorns, her fragile nest waits. Inside it, her chick trembles, too young, too weak to survive the winter alone. Then the wind strikes harder. The air tears apart with a deafening force. The hawk is ripped from her path. Her body spins uncontrollably. One wing slams against an icy rock face. Crack. A dry sound disappears into the storm. She falls. Through thin layers of snow, through frozen branches, until she vanishes beneath the white surface. When the wind pauses for a brief moment, only her head remains visible above the snow. Her eyes are open. She is alive, but her body is buried. Nearby, the chick cries weakly from the tree, a sound too small for humans to hear, but dogs can. The hunting dog stops abruptly. Its head lifts. Through the screaming wind and shifting snow, a faint cry reaches its ears, a sound of distress. Not a wolf, not a deer, not prey. A call for help. The dog changes direction and runs toward the sound. Snow grows deeper, wind strikes harder, but its pace does not slow. Instinct guides it beyond exhaustion. Then it smells blood. The dog stops before an unnatural mound of snow. Beneath it, something is breathing. The scent is clear now. A hawk, a predator, dying. Without hesitation, the dog begins to dig. Its front paws strike fast, snow flying everywhere. Claws scrape against ice, pain shooting through them, but it does not stop. With every movement, the scent of life grows stronger. Golden eyes emerge from the snow. The mother hawk is conscious. She looks directly at the dog, not with aggression, not with fear, but with the gaze of a creature standing at the edge of life and death. The dog lets out a soft bark, not a warning, a call. It digs faster, using its muzzle to pull snow away from the hawk's body. The snow clings like a frozen trap, refusing to release her. When her body finally emerges, one wing lies bent at an unnatural angle, badly injured. The dog gently grips the thick feathers near her neck and pulls, careful, precise. One wrong movement could end her life. Above them, the chick continues crying. Time is running out. The dog lifts its head and barks loudly toward the distant wooden cabin below the mountain. The sound echoes through the forest, urgent, repeated. This is not a hunting bark. This is a call for humans. The barking echoes through the snow-covered pine forest. It is uneven, not fierce like the sound of a chase. These are short, urgent bursts filled with desperation. A signal that humans learn to recognize only after years of living beside hunting dogs. From a small wooden cabin at the foot of the mountain, a man steps outside. Wrapped in thick clothing, he squints toward the white forest ahead. The wind blows against him, carrying the sound of barking, faint yet relentless. He knows his dog, and he knows it would never bark like this unless something was terribly wrong. The man hurriedly pulls on his boots, grabs rope and climbing gear, and runs toward the sound. Each step sinks deep into the snow. His breathing grows heavier with every stride, but he does not stop. Up above, the dog keeps digging. The snow clings tightly around the hawk's body, like a frozen trap. The mother hawk breathes weakly, each rise and fall of her chest slow and labored. Her golden eyes have dulled from pain and cold, yet she remains conscious. A mother's instinct keeps her alive. She does not struggle. She does not attack the dog, even though she still has the strength to do so. Instead, she looks upward, toward the high branch where the faint cries of her chick continue, one fragile call at a time. The dog understands this in its own way. It digs faster. At last, the hawk's body is pulled free from the snow. Her broad wings spread across the white ground, one bent unnaturally, feathers stained with blood, now frozen solid. The cold is beginning to win. Without warmth, she will not survive the night. The dog lowers its head and presses close to her body, using its own heat to shield her from the wind. Its thick fur trembles under the eastern gusts, but it does not move, standing like a living wall. Then, footsteps break the silence. The human has arrived. The man stops when he sees the scene before him. A massive hawk, one of the sky's apex predators, lying motionless in the snow, protected by his own dog. He says nothing. He simply nods and slowly steps closer. As he kneels down, the hawk stirs slightly. Her golden eyes open wider, instinct flaring for a brief moment, but she is too weak to resist. The cold has drained nearly all her strength. The man gently drapes a thick cloth over her body, wrapping her carefully to preserve warmth. The dog steps back half a pace, but does not leave. Its eyes follow every movement, ready to intervene if needed. Then the dog lifts its head again, the cry of the chick. This time, the human hears it too. The man looks upward. On the trunk of an old pine tree, a dry branch juts out, covered in sharp thorns and ice. There, tangled among the branches, is a small nest, exposed, fragile, swaying with every gust of wind. Inside it, a chick trembles. It does not yet have enough feathers to keep warm. Each passing wind shakes its tiny body. If the mother does not return, if no one intervenes, it will not survive the night. The man looks at the dog. The dog looks back, then up at the tree. No words are needed. A decision has been made. The man ties the rope around the trunk and checks his climbing gear one last time. The eastern wind surges, shaking the tree, sending snow and ice cascading to the ground. Every step upward carries risk. One slip could cost a life. The dog stands at the base of the tree, head tilted upward, watching every movement. From time to time, it barks softly, as if maintaining contact, as if saying, "I am here." The man climbs slowly, carefully avoiding the sharp thorned branches. As he nears the nest, the chick's cries grow faster, more frantic. Its small eyes open wide, reflecting the image of an unfamiliar creature approaching. The man's hands tremble from the cold, but remain gentle. He lifts the nest free from the branches and holds it close to his chest, shielding it from the wind. The chick nestles deeper into the dry straw. Its cries slowly fade. Below, the dog lets out a short bark, relief. The rescue is not yet over, but hope has begun. Her golden eyes slowly open, reflecting the dancing firelight. She's not strong enough to stand, but life is returning. The man exhales in relief. He turns toward a small basket beside the hearth, where the chick rests. The nest is placed carefully inside, covered with soft cloth. The chick no longer cries loudly. It curls inward, nestling deep, for the first time in hours, warm. Outside, the eastern wind still howls, but inside the cabin, time seems to slow. The dog closes its eyes, though its ears twitch slightly. It does not fully sleep, it simply rests after a long day of doing something no one taught it to do, saving lives. When night fully falls, snow continues to pile up outside, covering the footprints of the day. The traces of the struggle against death fade, as if nature itself wishes to erase all evidence. But not everything is forgotten. By morning, pale winter light filters through the window. The mother hawk is able to lift her head. Her injured wing remains folded, but the sharpness has returned to her gaze. The chick chirps softly, weak but clear. The mother hawk turns toward the sound. Her golden eyes glow, not with fear, but recognition. She knows her child is alive. The dog stands. It approaches slowly, without threat. The mother hawk looks at it, this time for a long moment. Between two predators, one of the sky, one of the land, there is no confrontation, only silent acknowledgement. In the wild, strength does not always determine survival. Sometimes life endures because of unexpected bonds between instinct, loyalty, and compassion. Outside, winter has not yet ended, but here, one story has reached its close. A story of a hunting dog, a mother hawk, and her chick surviving the cold